You know what's neat about signing day? The Division I coaches can finally talk about the recruits. It's legal, it's safe, and it's fun. And right now we're joined by Charlie Weis, the head coach of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. He can finally talk about these kids. Charlie, welcome to the program. Thanks for being here. And you get the number one player, according to Tom Lemming, Jimmy Clausen, the quarterback. Question to you, all the speculation, is this kid your starting quarterback as a true freshman?
Well, he's going to be given an opportunity to be the starting quarterback. You know, with Brady leaving, we really have no one who's played a really meaningful down in the program right now. So that's going to be one of the biggest question marks come out of spring. But Jimmy coming in at the semester, you know, being an early admit, at least puts him in a position to be able to compete for the starting job.
Hey, Coach Tom, let me know, with the news today, would you be probably interested in hearing about maybe an early signing period with all the decommitments that went around the country today?
Well, so I'm going to tell you the truth. When I went to the head coaches meeting this year, that was my one purpose of going this year, to be a strong advocate of an early signing period. And I think that, you know, really the head coaches all are kind of interested in it, but I don't think that they're unified on what date seems most appropriate. You know, some people said December, some people say November. I actually say August 1st myself, because I think it would make more sense for these kids going into their senior year not having to worry about, you know, whether they get hurt or not, whether or not they'd have a scholarship or not. But I think it's going to be something that's definitely going to be pursued rather aggressively.
Hey, Coach, I'm taking a look at some of the guys that you lost. Obviously, you mentioned Brady Quinn. Darius Walker, a little bit of a surprise that he opted to go out early to the NFL draft. A lot of these players that are now leaving, you didn't recruit. What's the difference between the guys you're signing now than maybe some of the guys who are now leaving the program in terms of how you target student athletes coming out of high school?
Well, the only one who's leaving early actually is Darius. You know, Notre Dame has had a history of the players staying in school for 4 years and graduating. You know, Darius is the one exception coming out, you know, as a junior. The rest of these guys are just, you know, Brady's graduating with a double major in 3.5 years. I think that I'll always, forevermore, always be an advocate of anyone coming to Notre Dame being here to graduate on time. And whatever happens with an NFL career after that, so be it. But I think that's part of my responsibility as the head coach at Notre Dame.
Hey, Coach, John Bunning here, and I completely agree with you about an early signing date. It's got to get done at some point. But I also want to tell you I admire your quickness in South Bend that day when our linebacker cheap shotted Brady Quinn out of bounds. You were right down there to pick him up. Way to go, Coach. But I've been asked all day long about this Greg Little thing. Of course, I don't know. What happened?
Well, that's a good question. That's something you're going to have to ask him. I really rather talk about the 18 young men who decided to go to Notre Dame, not the couple who decided to go in another direction.
Coach, I got to ask, with the 3 decommitments today, would you say that this is a day to celebrate for Notre Dame fans still? Kind of bad news.
Who was the third one?
Well, I think he's talking about Justin Tratow from a couple of weeks ago that went to Florida.
Well, see, the one thing you have to understand is when you first hear about people leaving you and going somewhere else, the natural reaction of any coach is to start, you know, get agitated or aggravated with the other program, you know, with the other head coach or the assistants that go after these guys. But in reality, it still comes down to the word commitment. And when a young man makes a commitment to a school, I mean, I said earlier today in a press conference, it's like when you get married. When you commit to one person, I mean, who says you can look for another date? And I really think that's the biggest issue that I have with this whole deal with recruiting, especially with people who make a commitment and decide at the last time they at their own choosing can go somewhere else.
Hey, Coach, what about some of the athletes you've signed? I think this is one of the great athletic classes I've seen around the country this year. Players like Golden Tate, what plans do you have for him?
Well, he's definitely going to step in. You know, him along with Deval Kamara bring us 2 top-line receivers that bring different skills to the table. You know, Deval is the tall, rangy, you know, fast, big target type of guy, and Golden is the guy with great elusiveness and quickness. I think they bring different things to the table, but make us very competitive at the wide receiver position, especially after, Jeff and Raymond both outgoing this year.
Coach, are these young guys going to have an opportunity to come in and play right away?
Every guy who comes in here has that opportunity. The way our program is currently set up, there's very few people who I would say the positions are etched in stone. Are there a couple, is John Carlson going to be the starting tight end? Yes. Is John Sullivan going to be the starting center? Yes. But the bottom line is when these guys come in here, they know that I believe in the old Parcells-Belichick philosophy is the best guys play, and that you don't, fall in love with somebody because they're a senior. You fall in love with somebody because they give you the best chance of winning.
Another solid recruiting class for the head coach of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, Charlie Weis. We appreciate him being on the program.